already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. This is taken in at the 13. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Prescott opening with a pass. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. First down, here's Dak. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Eagles are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Hurts comes out throwing. And his first pass falls incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 2nd down. Hurts now from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Trayvon Diggs has got it. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him. The way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time.
Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. Caught near the end zone. And he can't make it in, so they get the game's first touchdown, but won't add another 2 onto it. Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. On the return, Britton Covey. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hurts back to the air after the pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. Trying again following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Hurts now on 4th. That's cut beyond the marker. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get 6 points for themselves. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Play action, Prescott. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Darius Slay has it. And the Eagles get the football back with great field position there at the 36.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
First down, ball at the 36. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And they had that one contained right at the line. It was Osa Odigizua in on the tackle. On second down, here's Barkley. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Working quickly here. Barkley gets it on third down. Juke the defender. Nice cutback. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
2 touchdowns, gone for 2 both times now. Seems like they're content just kind of leaving the kicker on the sideline and staying aggressive after each touchdown.
And you know what it reminds me of, Kate? And you call a lot of basketball as well. The college basketball game, that's all analytics. It's all threes or dunks. Right, the 2-point jump shot, it is gone. And this team right now is just going for the jugular, saying, I don't need to kick a 1-pointer. Let me just try that thing from extra deep, that 3-point land. And 50%, well, that's just as good as 2 for 2 with the kicker.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Oh, baby, he gets rocked and the ball is out. And they steal it back on the return. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they bring him to a stop, but this run gets him into the red zone down to the 15. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They go to Barkley again. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. They're going to run with Barkley. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Now try again with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Offense up to the line fast. Barkley. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles make it a 14-point game here in the first. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Cooper to Gene with the stop. Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. Dak now from the gun. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge game.
And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Ball at the 33 for first down. Barkley trying this up the gut. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. It was Osa Odigizua in on the tackle. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Here's another carry for Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. Working quickly here. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles swell their first quarter by 6.